Hey, Goodbox here. So, sorry for missing yesterday's upload. Get busy living, get busy dying. I want to talk today about Shippett and stadiums in the show, and then open some packs, of course, because I've got some more earned packs from the event and whatnot. But let's go through it. All right. So, what makes a good stadium? Obviously, it's 100% in the eye of the beholder, right? There's no such thing as like good quality anything in the world, right? It's all based off what we perceive it to be. So, I'm going to go through why I like certain stadiums, why I dislike other stadiums. Now, there are certain stadiums, and here, there are really only two stadiums to me. Maybe more than that. But the biggest factor is the batter's eye, and what you can see and how you can see the pitch coming out of the hand. Like, there's good batter's eyes and bad batter's eyes. And I'll play at any stadium with a good batter's eye, as long as there isn't a reflection like during the day. Like sometimes there's some spring games, some early games that kind of like give a bad glint. There's like a white background. I think the biggest offender of this, you can see it here in Forbes. Like a lot of people talk about, wait, wrong one. Classic stadiums. Forbes. Roberto Clemente's home park. He had lower park numbers because this park is trash, right? This park, there's no batter's eye in the outfield. Sometimes the ball will disappear between trees. I despise it. I'll never choose this to play at. One, it's large. It doesn't provide a good amount of like power. You can get some triples, of course, if you're going for triples, but there's really no missions for that this year. So overall, like, Forbes is the worst. And Polo Grounds is a second one because it's got such short down the sidelines. It's like a bunch of cheap home runs and like some really deep ones. Like, I think outside of the batter's eye, the stadium matters. And I think batter stadiums I like better, or positive hitting stadiums versus positive pitching stadiums. Because we all know how unrewarding it is sometimes to square a ball up in this game for it to die on the track, right? The warning track out there, or deep center field. And it's just annoying, right? So, like, we want our stuff to be rewarded. And a lot of people like pitcher stadiums because they're not good at the game, and they want to win by like a 1-0 game. They want their opponent to fly out, to not hit home runs, and basically win off pitching. And it's a strategy, right? It's not one that I love, not one that I enjoy playing, because I prefer, like, sure, there's some cheap-ass home runs at Shippett. But generally, because you can see the ball well at Shippett, we got to go back to minor league stadiums, and generally, they're like, timing is more important than PCI placement, I've come to learn. But you will generally get runs if you're on the board and you're hitting the ball hard, then you won't at Shippett. And that's why a lot of people play there. It is sure stats inflation. That, I'm hitting over 400 with a lot of my guys, and that's unrealistic. Even though they're like the greatest of all time, they never really hit 400, especially against the pitchers that we face. But it is what it is. Other ones I like basically all minor league stadiums with a nice background. Like right here, All-American Park, great background, great pitcher's eye. Oak Street, great. I love Oak Street, one of my top few stadiums too. The porch is really nice. I don't really love the porch. Well, I would say really nice. It's pretty good. I hate the background where you see how it says the porch on the batter's eye? I hate that shit. Capitol Field is nice. Crystal, this one's okay. Neutral, pretty decent. The batter's eye isn't wide enough in my opinion. Bayfront is really nice. It seems more of a pitcher's park, especially because everybody likes to play it. Because you play it October at 7 p.m. The ball seems to die a little bit more with like the elevation is right on it's 0, obviously, since it's right next to the water. And so the ball dies a little bit more here, so it's more of a pitcher's park. But overall, it's probably the most beautiful park in the minor leagues. And a lot of people do use minor league stadiums because of the fact that there's less lag, right? Because in major league stadiums with the fans there, it causes a little frame drop. I've seen that. They've talked about patching that many times. Fenway Park is one of the worst ones, especially during the day, because sometimes the ball will, especially out of like lefties, it'll sometimes disappear in the crowd. It feels like Wrigley's got some weird shine sometimes too. This guaranteed rate field's not bad. I like the Great American Ballpark. Progressive is okay. There might be an issue there in the outfield with no batter's eye too. Rockies is nice. I like playing at Coors. Comerica, I don't really play enough, but it's more of a pitcher's park. Minute Maid, fuck the Astros. Kauffman, neutral. I don't mind it. Angel Stadium, it's decent. It's got a cool water fountain out there. I don't have any problems with it. But like I said, a lot of these stadiums are really nice. Brewers I like dome stadiums too, because they have let's see that big old nice background. The Twins Target Field is okay. City Field, yeah. I mean, like, a lot of these parks now, PNC's more of a pitcher's park. I know that one. They're okay. The other one I really like, I like I'm fine with Toronto Blue Jays. I don't mind this stadium. I like this one at all. And then this one I'm not a big fan of either. So, solid stadiums. But I will say, I think this Baseball City is a little underrated. And Date Palm isn't bad. But otherwise, the classic stadiums, Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome's nice. But let's go ahead and talk about that while we open some more packs. I just want to look through some of the stadiums, for example. So, because, like, here's the thing. There is a website called baseballsimulator.com where you can see a lot of these stadiums going up against each other. I guess I can show you the website. So if you just click on the team ballparks, I'll put this link in the description. You can compare them to based off their right field, left field. Like, you can go there and take a look at the picture of them. And you kind of like see the elevation. This is why I like Shippett. The ball seems to fly really well, and it's got shorter fences than Laughing Mountain and Coors. Coors is essentially Laughing Mountain, but better for lefties, for pulling lefties, right? Otherwise, it's pretty similar for righties. A little deeper center, but lefties, Laughing Mountain's kind of the way to go, place to go. So if you have a lefty heavy lineup, Laughing Mountain Park, especially if you have a fast left fielder, center fielder to cover. But the right field doesn't need to be as fast because it's got a shorter fence there. So Laughing Mountain, not bad either for it. As we're just going to continue to open packs. So let me know what you guys think. Like, I prefer hitting first stadiums because I've seen way too many, like, even perfects die in the friggin' warning track, right? And yeah, sure, they get some wall scrapers that you, like, barely get a hold of. I've seen some home runs where the PCI isn't even on the ball, but it's like a down and in slider, and you kind of get on it, and I don't know. I hate it. I wish that, like, I don't know. I really don't understand what the problem with the hitting system is where they can't reward PCI placement more because it's like, oh, it's where the batter's looking. I mean, can't you make it looking but also where the contact is happening? Like, how many times have I gotten a base hit where my PCI isn't on, but, like, the outer PCI is on it? And, like, you know, Jason Kendall sometimes bailed my ass out before doing that, where he just lines up the down the line or up the center of the field. Those guys with the high contact. And, I mean, it is their job. It is the reason we have them is to get those singles when we really don't deserve them because why get them and I to just go all power if it's not going to reward you for bad placement because you have high contact. But in the end, like, I don't necessarily, like, the PCI should expand with higher contact, but I do feel like you should be rewarded at the placement of the PCI on the ball should drop at a higher rate and PCI placement off the ball shouldn't. And I think that's the biggest issue with the game is that the fact that you can miss the ball with your PCI and be rewarded. And they need to tighten that up. They definitely need to tighten that up as one of the biggest fixes for next year. Like, we talk a lot about the problems with the game, fielding animations sometimes annoying, hanging breaking balls for no reason, even though you hit it really well. It should be in the dirt, but it's in the bottom of the strike zone. You launch a home run because of that. So there's a lot of issues like that in the game, but, like, we don't talk enough because, like, pitchers no longer, our complaints about PCI placement and whatnot, they changed the feedback system, so now you, like, really can't even see if they hit the ball well, right? Instead of getting, like, a very early okay home run or whatever it was, an early okay, and it's a home run, and you getting frustrated by that, they just, like, took away the okay part of it, so now, like, you're like, all right, well, maybe he was dead on it even though he was early. But no, I don't know. Feels like they just band-aided it by not telling us, right? They took away their communication with us as the way of fixing our anger about the batting system. But the batting system is still fucked up. So that I think is, like, the biggest issue with the game. This is a level reward, so let's just open this. Do we own all these? Yeah, so we'll just take one to sell. They're all about the same price. I guess we'll grab Mickey Mantle. Yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm trying to get more for that one onus set. If it becomes Willie Mays, I don't even know if I'll get it. I'm just not that excited about Willie Mays if they make him the big set, the chase for it. But it is what it is, right? I'm sure a lot of people will like them. I don't think do these silver or better packs have nothing but silvers, right? Has anybody ever gotten a gold or even, has anybody gotten a diamond out of this pack, right? When it says better, like, maybe I've gotten a gold out of that before, but I don't think I've ever gotten a diamond. So, back to the topic at hand, stadiums. I don't know. It's just frustrating playing at Pitcher's Park when you nail something, because enough of the game is frustrating enough, because even at non-Pitcher's Park, you'll still line out, right? Like, the biggest enemy of me is, like, a low and in fastball where you're, like just, like, 1/2 frame, not even, away from a perfect, and it gives you a just late. It's always a fly ball to center field or a decent line drive, and you're out, right? You basically center up on the PCI, you're like fraction of a second late, and it's just a lazy fly ball to center field, and it's just that frustrating every time. All right, gold is the last one. Dang it. So pretty good rewards. We're still getting a lot of rewards from grinding the game, monthlies, events. We're doing all that stuff. I'm trying to get up to my prestigious still. Tommy is one run away. Oh no, I completed him. All I gotta do is lock him in. All right, cool. So Tommy's done. I locked Tommy in. I get the prestige one. So now I gotta get a new first baseman to try and prestige him. Now that Tommy's, maybe I'll go get Larry Walker or something. I don't know. I kind of gave up on prestiging him, but maybe I could do him, and then maybe I should get Chipper Jones. What do you guys think? Who should I replace now that I had him fully prestiged to try and prestige during the event while I'm prestiging my pitchers and stuff? But that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know. It's such a contentious topic because there's so many different opinions about it, but that's the great thing about the internet is us talking about our opinions, and I much prefer good batting ones. I wish there was a way that they could just reward us for PCI placement. Create a stadium is always the best solution. Maybe in the future for that, but that's down the road, pie in the sky stuff, maybe next year. But 6th inning stuff coming tomorrow. We'll talk about that. Maybe I'll do a video on their attributes and do some other stuff. Thanks for watching Call to Action. See you tomorrow.